Hello and welcome to another re-upload. I know it's been a lot of re-uploads. This is for the PvP build. My internet is now fine. I figure I might as well compensate and finish off how it's supposed to be and show you the PvP build more cleaner. There's not much to know about or care about when it comes to DPS and such, because it's all about doing the burst damage. So the only thing that's new, I upgraded my weapon to +1. Once you do that, you're pretty much doing 100k per crit, if you're lucky. Otherwise it's around 80k to 90k per hit, if you crit.
I'm fine with the curse if it makes me
Now,
strong.
the thing is, there's been tweaks once again here and there, and when I thought about it, Void Slash doesn't really do that much. Like, you're not using it as much once you have 10 Dark Aura. So what you would do is you would sacrifice that to just have level 1 on it, so you can dash around without using any energy, because this one costs Spirit. So you use this to dash around, you land a hit, deals 257% damage on the initial hit. But other than that, it's mainly spinning around. You have level 3 on it to just have it unlocked for Groundbreaker. So you dash towards a person, spin around for a bit. When you reach a certain amount of stacks of Dark Aura, I would say about 6 or so, because you can spam 3 times. Then you spam Groundbreaker for a few times. And Groundbreaker is your main PvP skill for damage dealing. Blood Loss is going to be your sustain. You're going to heal yourself, life stealing with the 43%. You kind of want to aim it well so that you're hitting them and they're not running away or anything. And to compensate with that, we have Intimidation, as WatchGintama said on the forums. He explained that the effect of the powerful version when you have 10 stacks is a stun. So landing a stun with Intimidation is your first CC that you can get at early levels. And what you do is you stack up the 10 stacks, smash a bit with Groundbreaker, and once you have enough, done as much DPS as you can, if you're really low on health, use Intimidation. That's your first CC. And that's only happening when you have 10 stacks of Dark Aura. And when you do that, they get stunned, they get damaged on the initial hit, and their attack power will go down for a bit, including their movement speed and jump power, so they won't be able to run away from you. And when they are having all those effects, you land the Blood Loss to recover yourself. Now, after that, we got to the level 46 skill, which is sort of our endgame, close beta endgame skill. It's the Earthquake. A lot of people were asking, why would you use Earthquake? It's a long cooldown. Well, it's a long cooldown for a reason. It's a big hit on initial skill activation. So once you use it, make sure that the enemy is really close to you, or in range of your melee, so you can land it. So you hit them hard, and then it's a 9-tile cross shape to stun enemy as well. So they're being stunned and they're being hit for hard if they're really close to you. So this is a stun that doesn't require Dark Aura. So if you want to mix up a match and such, I would say use Earthquake slightly before, if you want to land that stun before you just smash them with the Groundbreaker, or if they're about to run away from your Groundbreaker, stun them with the Earthquake, and then afterwards use Intimidation if you feel like to, or keep the CC just for emergency, and then land the Blood Loss after if you're low on health. Now, so I removed a lot of points from Void Slash because I felt like I wasn't really using it that much. It wasn't really dealing much damage if you kept holding it. So what did I spend it on? Well, I spent it on Adrenaline Rush. Now, you might wonder why I'm not picking Blood Price for even more damage. Well, you're gonna lose a lot of health while you're fighting 1v1 or multiple people against you in those other PvP mode. So when you lose a lot of health and you don't have a healer to recover you, you want to have Spirit. So you're more of a glass cannon, I would say, unless you lifesteal yourself. and the more or less it's more of a clutch skill, I would say. So when you're lower health, you're gonna recover more SP, and the more SP you have, the more groundbreaker you can spam on the enemy. So it's like you're becoming the 1v1 master then, sort of, if you're fighting close combat, and you can clutch with that by having some extra spirit to perform additional groundbreaker, or any other skills that can make you dash away or chase after players if you're really low on health. Anyways, let's showcase the thing. Let's use up our pots, and let's start with the damage.
Low spirit! Get me more spirit! Low spirit! No! Chop me! Get me more spirit! Low spirit!
You get to see some 70k, 80k there.
Get me more spirit! Low spirit!
You probably want
Get me
to,
more spirit!
if you're spamming a lot of your button,
Low spirit!
you probably want to remove the character voices or something, or system voices, because you're gonna be spam clicking or spam pressing your button to spam groundbreaker, and they will keep saying you're low on spirit and such.
Low spirit! Get me more spirit! Low spirit! Get me more spirit! Low spirit! Get me more spirit!
That's about it. There isn't really much to say about the build. It's literally just spam a lot of groundbreaker when you're on 10 stacks, and maximize your burst damage as much as possible. And with that, we'll get the Great Sword Master to help you out with boosting your passively, for sure. And you require some practice, I would say. Once you get 10 stacks, it's kind of hard when you do that sometimes, because if you're playing against a mage, or if you're playing against a ranger or a heavy gunner, they're gonna dash away, and just try to follow up with them as fast as possible, and try to utilize skills such as skills that gives you immunity when you're dashing through, like you're immune to knockback when you use the dash ability, or cross slash, X slash. Spin, when you're spinning, I believe sometimes you don't get any CC sometimes, so you can spin and chase them instead of running normally. But other than that, this should be it for the PvP build video that I'm re-uploading for the third time. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope this is much clearer and normal video than having a laggy video instead.